What is going on, guys? I'm Nick, and today we're taking a look at another case for the iPhone 14 Pro, and it's gonna be another one from Nomad. You get a little sneak peek of the other one we covered over here, but this is going to be their modern leather case. You can see down here the iPhone 14 Pro. Of course, we got the black one. I've been really hyped to cover this one because I'm sure you guys have noticed I don't really cover leather cases. I just haven't found one that I felt was nice enough to really put on the channel, and I'm not a big fan of leather cases, but this one might have just changed my mind completely. So let's get right into it, starting with the packaging. Nomad up at the top, photo of the case right here, modern leather case at the bottom. Over on the side, Nomad branding right there, and you can see down here it's going to be the black leather. Opposite side, it's going to be exactly the same. And moving on to the back, we get some pretty decent information. Full grain, sustainably sourced leather, air bumper for 10 feet of drop protection, MagSafe and wireless charging compatible. Love to see that. MagSafe for life. We need it on every case already. And of course, since it is leather, it is going to patina. It's going to get a very nice patina, which I do enjoy. Day 1, see, it's going to be right now, it's going to be brand new, and then day 100, it's going to collect those oils, it's going to sort of change color, change texture, it's going to feel really nice with all that age it can collect. And then another photo right here, and at the bottom, proudly carbon neutral since 2020. Love to see that, definitely really nice to see. Now getting right into the packaging, we got the case right here. This case is going to come in at just about $50, and here it is. Let's pull it out of this, just like that. And there is the case. So this leather, I've tried not to use this case too much in the past few days that I've had it, just because I don't want it to get it scratched up before I could get the video put out for you guys. But in the few times I have used it, I am very happy with it. So you can see it is a very, very nice leather. And for the price you pay for the case, I really do think it's worth it. Looking at the inside, we do have this very nice sort of felt lining, super soft. It's gonna help your phone when it comes to scratches and things like that. And then we do have that MagSafe ring, as well as a little bit of Nomad branding down at the bottom. So it does have that same sort of impact protection on the inside as the rugged case did. Of course, it's not gonna be as rugged, but seeing that there makes me very confident it's going to keep my phone safe. Now let's go ahead and grab the phone and snap it in. The iPhone 14 Pro in space black, starting with our volume side as always. Just snap this in right here. Super nice, super easy to put in. And there it is. Just look at that, super sleek case right there. I want to start with the fit test just because this did feel like it went in pretty easy. Okay, we do have a little bit of pull over on the volume and the power button side, tiny bit at the top, and then no pull whatsoever at the bottom. It is super stiff down here. Really love to see that. It's just going to be a little bit. Honestly, the power button is pretty negligible, just a tiny bit on the volume side, not a big deal. Now let's talk about some protection, starting with our camera lip. As always, we do get a pretty decent camera lip over here, especially for a leather case, which are usually pretty minimal. As you can see right there, cameras are very nicely protected and secure in that lip. Because of that, I do want to go ahead and try the wobble test. Just see if this case wobbles at all when you have your phone down on a table and you might be typing or something like that. So down at the bottom where you're normally going to be typing, pretty much no wobble whatsoever. It's when you work your way up to the top that, of course, that top left corner, you are going to get some wobble, which really isn't Nomad's fault. It's just the camera lenses that are getting pretty large. You're going to need that lip if you want it to protect them at all. So nothing Nomad can really do about that. Moving on to the front, let's take a look at our screen lip. Pretty minimal lip, which I don't really knock the case for because it's a leather case. Most of these are going to be more minimal. They're not really meant to take your phone out hiking or anything like that. Nothing super rugged. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, which makes the lip seem even more minimal. So if you don't have one, you're gonna get a better screen lip. But this really is just all it is. Not a ton of anything, but just something to be careful with. Moving on to our volume button side, we do have a rectangular shaped cutout for the mute toggle switch, which is super nice and really easy to get to. because there's sort of a divot right here, which I'm sure you can see. The sides of the phone, the sides of the case kind of go in to help you make this area more shallow, which makes it nicer and just more comfortable overall. Let's go ahead and test these volume buttons. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but our lower volume button isn't nearly as tactile as the top button. I'm not sure if that's just my case or maybe there's sort of a break-in period that needs to happen, but definitely something I hadn't noticed until right now. Moving on to the bottom, pretty much exactly the same as our rugged case. You can see a very generous cutout for that lightning port, and then equal size cutouts on both sides for the speaker and the microphone. And then we do have these little ports right here, which you can attach a lanyard to. Moving on to the right side, we have just the textured power button, which, same as the other one, does have a little bit of a swoop, which makes it more comfortable to use. Go ahead and test it out. Very happy to say that that button is super tactile, super nice to use, and taking a look at the top, it is going to be completely closed off. Very nice to see that. So super nice case all around, but it is MagSafe, so we've got to do some MagSafe testing as always. Starting with our Spigen OMAG ring, of course, which is a phone stand and phone holder. Just going to snap it on, and let's see how it does. Okay. Case isn't, the magnets aren't as strong as Nomad's other cases so far, but it is a leather case, so it is probably a little thicker, which is dividing those magnets a little bit. But I would still use it this way. Let's go ahead and see about a stand. You're tapping away on it. Stand's not going to get away from you. Really nothing to worry about there. So I would still use this case with this accessory. Now we're going to test some wireless charging as well as a little bit of strength. Snap it on. It does wirelessly charge just fine. And as for strength, okay, does seem to be a little slick, as you can see right there. If you happen to drop your phone, you might lose your battery pack. Just something to be careful about. But I think once the leather patinas a good bit and sort of starts to lose that slick texture, it's gonna get a really nice grip to it. Now, a big one for me, of course, MagSafe leather wallet. Snap it on. It does pick it up just fine. And let's see. Okay, it is a little slick. And if you drop your phone, you might have to go looking for your wallet. But definitely not a bad thing. And I really think it is gonna come down to once you get that patina and you get the case broken in. As you can see, there is a pretty nice patina on my wallet right here. And once the case catches up, it's gonna get this super nice grippy feel to it. But now, we do have to go ahead and pull this out for the last MagSafe test. And let's see how it performs. So it does still lift the stand. As you can see, you're not gonna be able to shake it around like you could with the rugged case. But the fact that it's lifting the stand at all does go to show that the magnets are no joke. Definitely not the worst magnets we've seen on the channel or anything like that. Just something you might want to be a little more careful of. Then again, it's a leather case. I think it's meant to be more sleek. Maybe you're going out to dinner, you want a nice case to put on. You're not really going to be slapping a ton of MagSafe accessories on it anyway. I'm not going to dock it really any points for that. So now, I'll give you guys one last look around, and then we'll call it a day for this one. So moving over to our camera lenses one more time, you get that super nice lip, keeping those camera lenses safe. Moving on to the front, really minimal lip over on the front, just something to be wary about. Really nice mute toggle switch over here. Of course, because of that rectangle shaped cutout, you guys already know, I have a bit of a bias right there. And then our volume buttons. Okay, I'm really confident that bottom button does just need to be broken in because it's already feeling just a tiny better from me sort of mashing it right there. Moving on to the bottom, super generous lightning port cutout, and then these very nice cutouts for the speaker and the microphone, as well as those little lanyard ports where you can attach a lanyard if you'd like. And then our textured power button. Super nice to see that, and then completely closed on the top. That's gonna be pretty much everything for this one, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more of me, more case videos, accessory videos, remember to subscribe. Helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe. I'm really enjoying making these videos, so I really hope you guys enjoy watching them. And I'm just gonna keep making them. If you guys have any recommendations for cases, accessories, anything you want to see covered, be sure to leave it down in the comments below. I try to get to all your comments, respond, or at least heart it, but I know I take a little bit every now and then. Just be patient with me, and I will get to you guys. That's it for this one, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys around.